Good morning everyone, I'm Fabio Conte and today I'm delighted to introduce you TEXA eTruck. The eTruck is a brand new and small-sized diagnostic tool made by TEXA. eTruck will take trucks workshop into a new diagnostics dimension. Indeed, by the eTruck, the workshop will be able to control and manage some functionalities of the vehicle by remote control, which means reading live data ECUs, reading DTCs and clear DTCs, and perform vehicle adjustment such as DPF regeneration or gearbox initialization, together with the management of the service of the vehicle itself from a very predictive point of view. With this approach, we are sure that the customer loyalty and the customer satisfaction will be increased and improved because the level of the technical assistance which the workshop will be delivering is very high level. Let's carry on now with the installation process. Simple by the IDC file software, we have now TEXA eTruck workshop button, which will connect directly to the workshop website where we are going to perform the registration. Please, let's go on. Here we are in the login page of the workshop. Scrolling down, we have signing up. The first stage obviously will be the registration to the websites, which will be requiring a number of information such as serial number of the device, name, surname, email, and password. The TEXA ID will be a value which will be sent by the TEXA distributors or the TEXA branches. Let's start with the registration. Once you sign it up, you need to wait for the confirmation email and the related link. Once you get the link, you can just press on the link and the registration will be confirmed by TEXA. Once the registration has been done and the confirmation has been performed, you can just perform the login with your credential. Here we are. Now, this one is the home page of the eTruck workshop websites. Obviously, we don't have any vehicles saved, we don't have any customers saved. The first stage then will be create a new fleet, so create the new customers. We need to fill the fields which are available, so company name, we just save our company, which is Rossi Transports, for example. Email will be a referent email of the fleet management. Rossi Andrea will be the referent of the fleet management, and then obviously we need to save a valid contact phone number. Then what we are going to do, press save. In this way now the new fleet has been created and the fleet manager will receive an email with the whole details related to the registration. Now we can see under the customers menu we found the company we obviously created before. There are no vehicles at the moment connected to the specific fleet because we need to perform the installation of the device on the vehicle. And let's carry on with this stage. We need a smartphone in order to perform and carry on the installation. What we need to do is download the workshop app and the driver app from the Apple Store or Google Play. In this case, we have a Google Play device, so we are going to work on Google Play, pressing on Google Play, looking for eTruck TEXA. Here we are. We have two different apps. One is for the workshop and the other one is for the driver. One is important and relevant for the installation of the device. The other one will be used by the driver, which we are going to see later on in this video. Let's download the app then. The installation will just take a few seconds. We download our app on our smartphone. So let's log in. Login credential, email address and password. The email address and password which I need to use are exactly the same I previously used for the workshop login. So we can start now with the new installation process. Start a new installation. As you can see, the app will guide you towards the end of the process. The installation will take place in 5 different stages, which are fleet selection, eTruck device configuration, installation of the device, vehicle configuration, and software update. Let's start now with the new installation. As you can see here, the app automatically does a synchronization of the data. Why? Because obviously the app needs to be synchronized with the whole data which are saved in your workshop websites. As you can see, indeed, we find Rossi Transports, which is the fleet we previously created. So, selecting the fleet, and let's carry on. The next stage will be the installation of the device on the vehicle. The app is equipped with a QR code, which is very handy for the installation. Next stage will be QR code reader on the eTruck. Okay, let's show to the app the QR code of the device. As you can see now, the app is waiting for the device. The next stage will be the dongle connection to the vehicle, as the app is actually asking. A quick note for your information, the eTruck is able to work on 16-pin EOBD connection. But in those cases, for example, North American country, where the EOBD connector is not always available, we have a specific adapter which is called 9-pin DEUTZ, where simple you can plug the eTruck in one side, and on the other side you can just connect the adapter to the vehicle's diagnostic connection. Let's install now the device on the vehicle. This specific vehicle, Volvo FH Series 4, the EOBD connector is just under the steering wheel. So we just remove the plastic cover. Here we are. That's the EOBD connector. The next stage will be plug the eTruck device in the EOBD connector. As you can see, the device is starting to work with the blue and the green LED flashing. Once the device has been connected to the diagnostic socket, the message will appear on the workshop app. Pair with the device number. Obviously, we are going to press pair. So now the communication is starting to be established with the device. Now what we need to do? We need to fill a few fields which are requested by the app. The first one will be who is the ownership of the device. That field is really important for those cases where probably the fleet would like to change workshop one day. So the only things we need to do is just select the ownership at the time of the installation. The next one will be the license plate. So let's fill in the number plate FH145GI. Confirm the odometers of the vehicle. We are talking about a almost brand new vehicle, so 10,000 kilometers. The registration date was 1st of March 2018, and then the country. Last stage will be the brand selection. Then Volvo FH model year 2013 EV Euro 6. Then press confirm in order to confirm the selection. Is it correct or not? We have done things correctly. The app now will ask to you to switch on the engine and keep the engine running. Be sure that your smartphone will be connected to the mobile data and not in Wi-Fi. The installation now has been completely performed by the app and the dongle is ready to be used. The next stage is check TEXA eTruck installation. Press the button, the device has been recognized, just press, and now the connection is going to be established by the app to the device. From now on, let's wait until the process will be automatically done by the app. The engine, remember, needs to be running. Once the device installation has been finished with the app, now we can get back on the workshop websites. And as you can see straight away, the numbers of the vehicle now is 1 because obviously the device has been installed. So if we go now on Vehicles menu, what we are going to find is the vehicle we just have installed. If we press now on the Volvo truck, on the vehicle we have done, what we can see is Volvo truck details. So what we have here now is the vehicle data, the device data, which has been used for the installation, and obviously we have the errors page and the service menu. From the service menu, we can actually now set up a maintenance of the vehicle, where we can select the type, the expiration date, expiring with a little bit of delay, and notes. Let's set up, for example, a service. We are going to set up the expiration date, which will be, let's put 30th of June 2018, and expiring message will be coming 10 days before. Just press on save. As you can see now, the maintenance menu has been populated with the new maintenance I've just created, 52 days before the maintenance will be expired. We can do it again for another maintenance, which can be, for example, tachograph or annual inspection. Be aware that, as I said in the beginning, the eTruck device has born also to be a connection, a fidelity connection between the workshop and the fleet and obviously the driver. Let's set up now another service maintenance. Let's press on Add. Let's set up, for example, an annual inspection. As you can see here, automatically the software has got 1 year's time of expiration. Let's press on Save, and as you can see now, 422 days before the maintenance is going to be expired. Please be aware that for systems like brakes or brake pad wear, it's not possible to set up every detail of the maintenance, because some details like the wear of the pads will be read by the ECU and will be transferred by the ECU to the software. The last stage, which the workshop will be performing, is the driver invitation. Be aware that the driver invitation can be done also by the fleet. Now, if we go on Customers Entry, we have here the numbers and obviously the name of the fleet. If we press on the fleet, what we are going to see? We are going to see the details of that specific fleet. So we are going to see the name of the fleet, we are going to be able to see the company vehicles, so the Volvo, vehicle with current DTCs, stored DTCs, or maintenance expiry. On the top of the screen, as you can see here, there is driver invitation. By the Invite Driver button, the driver will be invited to download the app and use the app for the whole purposes which we are going to see further ahead into the video. By pressing on Invite Driver, as you can see, the only things the technician needs to do here, just fill in a few details for the driver and press Invite button. Then the driver will receive an email with the whole credential. and he is going to be able to download the app and use the app. Now, thanks to the help of our colleagues, we are going to show you the driver's operation. The driver now has got the email with the relevant data, which is the fleet ID. The fleet ID will be really important, useful for the registration to the driver app. Driver app available, just press on the app. We have two possible commands. Log in to the TEXA eTruck and sign up. For the first time, the stage which needs to be done is signing up. The app now will ask a few driver's details in order to allow the signing up and the login. Once the sign up has been done, the next stage will be the enabling the geolocalization. So the driver is actually able to decide if the position, GPS position, could be shared or not. So you can see on the left and the top, you can see here the name of the driver and no vehicles connected to the TEXA eTruck. Indeed, the next stage will be the pairing between the app and the device installed on the vehicle. On the screen is actually displayed a specific icon which remarks the fact that the app at the moment is not connected, is not paired to the dongle. So let's carry on now with the pairing process. The Bluetooth connection now has been done and you have a feedback because the vehicle icon has become green. As you can see, the configuration of the vehicle has been done correctly and two false codes have been reading by the app. I would like to show you now the workshop website's functionality. As you can see here now we have active vehicles. We still have our Volvo truck which has been configured before. If we click now on the vehicle, as you can see, we have two DTC stored into the ECU, which are exactly the same information we have seen into the app. If we click on the DTC, we are going to be able to read the help of the DTC, so further information of the DTC. From this point, we would be able to delete the DTC directly by the delete buttons. However, we go on a live diagnosis on the vehicle. Live diagnosis, parameters reading is limited or not possible when the vehicle is moving. That one is really important parameters which needs to be followed. Pressing on play. What we are doing now is establishing the communication with the vehicle. In this way, I can scroll down the all vehicles parameters for the system I'm checking at the moment, which is diesel injection. If I go on after treatment, I will get the after treatment information. As you can see here, same information. Information related to the system I'm checking at the moment with the whole parameters populated. So that one was the after treatment. Let's move to automatic transmission, for example. The automatic transmission has stored a DTC, brake switch status. From the ECU, what we are going to do now is the clear diagnostic trouble code on transmission ECU. So we are able, in a remote situation, to delete the faults which has been stored by the ECU. Pressing on the specific settings, we are able to create a PIN number. Just press on PIN request and the PIN number now has been created. Be aware that the PIN number is only valid for a certain period of time. The PIN number could be sent to the driver by a specific command. Once I've done with the whole self-diagnosis solution, I can just close down the self-diagnosis session, and then we get back on our dashboard page. We are now in the home page of the driver app, and a remote diagnosis is in progress, which means that the workshop is actually establishing a communication with the vehicle through the driver app. Let's have a look now about the driver app homepage. We have the vehicle details and the details of the vehicle in terms of faults and maintenance expired. We have 2 faults stored into the vehicle's ECUs. Pressing now on the 2 faults, we are going to see the faults stored. One is related to the ECU of the engine, the other one is for the transmissions. The whole system is a drop-down menu where you can select the systems of the vehicle. Selecting each system, you are going to see the details of that ECU. For each page, you can actually see the parameters and the settings of the ECU. Pressing on settings, you will be able to see the settings available for that specific ECU. Let's now perform the transmission ECU DTC erase. As you can see, pressing on the settings page, DTC erase, PIN code is requested. Please insert the PIN code we previously created on the workshop website. Insert your code, press confirm, a disclaimer message will require it to be confirmed, and then please follow the displayed instruction. From now on, the app will guide you to the end of the procedure. As you can see now, the transmission ECU is now clear of DTC. No DTC are stored and the vehicle is able to work properly. We send the PIN to the driver, which has done a few operations using the driver app, and as you can see in our workshop websites, now the DTC which was stored in the automatic transmission now is gone, so is not present anymore. If we get back to the vehicle's details, as you can see, we had 2 DTCs, one related to the automatic transmission, the other one to the diesel injection. The automatic transmission is now done, so it's not present anymore. For the diesel injection, we can just perform the same setting as we have done for the DTC's delete. The whole operation has been now done, so we can just get back to the home page. We are at the end of the first eTruck tutorial video. We have seen today the eTruck and the whole functionality, starting from the most important player of the eTruck structure, which is the workshop. We have seen the installation, we have seen the whole diagnostics functionality, which are very important for the workshop. We will keep you posted with the next eTruck videos, and thank you for your attention.